Hey y'all, hey. I'm Jay.
I'm C.
And welcome to the JNC's room. Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on us. We're here to talk some ish.
La Nigla, El Negro.
I am Jay.
I am C. Welcome to the J&C show, baby.
Okay.
Like, subscribe.
Yes.
You know, our first video came out the other day, and we was excited.
A lot of y'all
Super
clicked. A lot of y'all
excited.
joined. You know, definitely drop comments, guys. We want to know what you think about these topics that we're talking about. You know, give us a spice.
We're not just talking about our cheeks. We want
know?
excitement.
So,
you know?
Yeah. So I had a question this week because one of my homegirls, right?
What that girl was saying?
She basically is
She's
deciding
single, right?
she is single.
I know.
You know, and
It's a lot of them
she
single.
looks good. You know, she has a good head on her shoulders. She work. She got some money in her pocket. She got her own place. She's good. You get what I mean? And she's trying to decide between two people.
She's
Now, the one person, you know, good guy, got some issues, personal issues, you know, seem on resume, real good, but who knows? The other one, you know, he's kind of wild, nice guy, you know, good person, he's kind of wild. You know what? It's my own judgment, sorry, but he's, you know, he has 4 kids, 3 different baby mothers.
He don't know how to pull out.
So,
don't know how to pull
now,
out.
you know, she comes to us and she's just like, oh my God, I don't know which one to pick.
He's sticking and not moving.
Whatever the case is, he's sticking and not moving. He is moving because
he's sticking.
He's shooting. Yeah, he's sticking, shooting, and going, and then sticking, shooting, and going, and sticking, shooting. So that sounds like a lot of moving.
He's giving him a lot of scattered showers in the
vagina. I love candy. They're talking about semen.
Shut up.
Candy rain.
What is she talking about?
Anyway, either way, so it's this guy, he got 4 kids, 3 different baby mothers. And she's like, how do I pick? Now, she came to us, and one of the things we was talking about is like, yo, he's showing that he's kind of wild. He don't got his priorities right, or whatever the case is.
So what are you trying to say?
And we're asking her, like, why would you do that, right? And it brought the question of, like, if you date an irresponsible person, does that make you irresponsible? Because here she is in this situation, and it's like, baby girl, the man is irresponsible. He doesn't have it all together. So what you think? Like, if you dating somebody irresponsible, if you're dating an irresponsible person, however, in different ways, does that make that person irresponsible? What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Honestly speaking, if I'm going my gut feeling on this, to me, you are what you attract. Which means you could attract them all, but if you decide to mess with them,
okay,
then you know what you're intending for. If he impregnates you, he's gonna stick and move on you too.
Truth.
I mean, how much child support can a nigga pay?
That's even if he's paying child support.
You know, he might be smart and got him a little off the books job, and they can't get him.
You know, the government ain't getting him yet, period. Because a lot of dudes is out here not paying child support, even though they owe.
I don't know the statistics on
thousands.
I don't know the statistics on that, so I'm not going to respond on that because we're not here to give propaganda.
All right. So that's what you think. I think that it depends. It depends on, you know me. I'm not gonna say this is you because of a mistake you made or whatever the case is. But I say depends because if you see this, like this situation, like you see it, it's like an oncoming train. And you're like,
it's an oncoming accident. That's
just oncoming train, the oncoming train. It's like right here.
It's an accident waiting to happen.
Well, they don't see it.
Is she full coverage?
It's an accident, but
she got full coverage?
They're like, there's some tracks here. Let me just see what this is about. In that case, I do think that you're an irresponsible person. And if you continue to make this mistake over and over, like if you continue to be like, you continue to choose the same kind of guys, you're an irresponsible person.
But you know, they keep choosing these same kind of guys and say, men ain't shit. Men ain't this. Baby, because your choices ain't shit.
Truth.
So you are a reflection of your choices also, for my opinion.
In the situation where I think it's not, that you're not irresponsible. It's like if a person is irresponsible financially, because that's something that you don't see until you, I mean, depending on how drastic it is, until you start to get this person, you get to know this person further down the line. Because in the beginning, the first questions aren't like blunt, like, oh, so are your bills paid? I mean, maybe some, I don't know, like, I don't know.
Damn, these are
like,
drill questions.
You get what I'm saying? Like, is your bills paid? What's your credit? You get what I mean?
So let me see your refrigerator, boo.
Exactly. Like, did you buy groceries this month? You get what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So, let me flick your light. This should be your name.
Like,
let me flick your light.
So that's what I think about that situation.
So, it's my turn.
I know.
My first point on this, I think people like toxic situations versus the calm, easygoing situation. I think people, and I'm not saying men or women, I don't think woman and man, I think they both like toxic stuff. Like, people gravitate towards spicy shit.
Yeah.
Like, if it's just sweet and kind, they just want to walk all over it. I think people like toxic shit. Like, people like toxic. Like me, I can't lie. For a very long moment, I was engulfed in some toxic shit. But, you know, there's too many forms of protection.
Toxicana?
There's too much forms of protection to protect you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know, I think people choose toxic people and then they don't understand why it has a toxic outcome. I think women always be like, I want to change him. I think he's broken. Let me fix him. Bitch.
Yeah.
Miss Lady Thing.
What is everybody?
You're not a tool woman. You're not Tim the two-man Taylor. This isn't Home Improvement. This ain't Dude Improvement. Like, what's wrong with you? Why are you trying to fix bruh?
But what if bruh don't got that much stuff? Then she not being irresponsible.
First off, you don't know how much stuff you got until you're in it deep.
Yeah. I mean, in all situations, the toxic situation, everybody likes some excitement a little bit.
But it don't gotta be toxic for it to be excitement.
I mean, everybody there's a level of toxicity in all relationships, whether it be minor, whether it be big. For, you know, it's a scale to this, and I think everybody they like a little bit of toxicity. It could be as simple as like, you know that if you throw a tantrum, he or she's gonna react.
It's called a monkey.
Like,
it's called a wrench in the system. Just throw wrenches.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
And sometimes it don't even gotta be a wrench. It can be a little nail, just to get a little bit of a something.
At this point in my life, I'm staying clear of them joints.
Please.
You see this? This is why you can't tell your friends everything. This is why you can't tell your friends everything. Because she looked at me and was just like, Corey, I remember. I remember.
And here goes like, I think that once again, every situation. One thing I was thinking about was like music. Like, for example, I don't know if anybody's seen that clip of like, so Cardi B's in the kitchen, right? And she cooking it up. And then Culture comes and she's cooking it up to her own song, like WAP or something, or whatever the case is.
I don't cook. I don't clean.
And she's cooking, or cleaning or something like that.
Yeah.
And then her daughter comes in and she's like, oh, no. And she cuts the music off. Now, of course, that's the correct thing to do.
I didn't even know that.
That's the correct thing to do. But you don't know how many parents allow their little 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like, I got WAP, hoes in this house, like.
First, so you know what's the funny part? Back on the same woman. So, is it Offset, right? Offset took a video of her cleaning and said, "See, she be telling y'all she don't cook and she don't clean, but look what she's doing. She's cleaning."
Basically.
And I said, "See, this is what's wrong with y'all women. Y'all be listening to these rappers." These bad chicks, they are really bad chicks. They got money, but they all really wifed up. And y'all out here single like a dollar.
But the same thing with men. Men are just the same way. Men be all in them like, oh, bitches and hoes, boats.
Bitches and boats, bitches and hoes and
whatever
boats.
These rap songs be about, They be all trying to be or whatever. They be all trying to be about it, or they all want that bad bitch or whatever the case is. Go after that bad bitch. Don't realize, oh, you need money for this bad bitch, or you want to hold this persona. And it's both sides. Both sides do irresponsible things because the media leads it. You get what I mean? And then
media or society or music? Which one?
This one right here is music. It's the music and the media, because it's kind of what is portrayed in like social media. But listen, so now you have the men trying to have this persona. I want a bad bitch. You got the persona of the females like, I want to be a bad bitch. I ain't cooking. I ain't cleaning.
Rich. You got a rich. I want to be rich. I want a rich.
I want a rich nigga. The same thing.
The dudes want a baddie, and
he want a baddie.
The women want the rich.
He want to pop bottles. They want to stand on sofas and then
be upset. I feel like she's attacking me right now.
No, I'm not. But you have money. This is talking about.
I'm broke. What is she talking about? I am broke.
I'm not saying he's rich or whatever, but I'm talking about like these.
I am broke.
Dudes that try to hold you doing it because you enjoy it.
Struggling.
There's some dudes that do it because they want that, like, oh, I want that bad bitch, and then the bad bitch fucked them over, and then it's like, oh, bitches ain't shit. Bitches ain't shit. It's the same thing. I had a whole conversation with a dude, and he talked about how his girl did him so wrong, and when she did this and she did that, and like then wanted to blame everybody else for him dating somebody.
And I promise you, he did not say he did anything wrong.
No,
he didn't take no accountability.
Take no accountability.
So this is my next point. This is my next point because she just swayed me into my joint. People don't take accountability for what they put themselves in. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what you was dealing with. Yeah. Like, listen, I'm happy. I put myself in some bad situations.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
And sometimes the book is telling you this, but your mind is telling, your heart is telling you that. Listen.
Or your cooter.
Listen.
Or your peen.
You put stuff on a scale. If it don't weigh out right, then you gotta fly. You know what I'm saying?
Basically,
you gotta scram.
You kind of have to, and that's another thing I was thinking. I was thinking about myself also in this situation because, like I've said, my love life has been a mountain, and it's been a lot. But at the same time, you know, I reflected back on it and seeing like, oh, you was irresponsible with trusting this person, ignoring the red flags, and continuing to ignore the red flags and allowing this person to kind of take advantage of you. You know what I mean? It's a 50-50 thing. So I was irresponsible. I mean, yes, that person was irresponsible in their own way, but I was irresponsible with myself and allowing myself being in something. And you get what I mean? So that's the part where it's like, oh, it depends, you know? And it always, you know, I think that this is just going to be the running thing for me. It's like, it's always about your past as well. You know, like your trauma.
People don't know how to heal.
And it's just very important to do that. It's very important to do like the shadow work. It's very, like, and that's meaning, you know, journaling and or just trying to take time with yourself to reevaluate why you make the decisions you make. You get what I mean? We all are guilty of it.
I'm just gonna tell you, right? This journey you talking about, by the time you hit this journey of finishing, you might be 86.
Not for real. But it's the truth though, because there's so many, and it's not, but that's not a bad thing.
86 and alone, yeah, cool.
No, not 86 and alone.
That's what the journey's done.
Yeah, but the journey of beginning to whatever.
Don't
listen to see. Ain't nothing wrong with finding yourself and making sure that you fix the stuff that make you, you know, choose the things that are not, you know, positive for you.
Stop choosing unnecessary stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta know your needs from your wants. You identify those things, you understand the life a lot better.
And it takes time. It does take time. So don't beat yourself up when you see yourself still going into the same patterns. That's how you just learn.
So you can look at their life and you can tell if they're responsible with their life or not. Like we was talking about, you know, check the lights, check the kitchen, you know. That's just a joke, but
yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? If they not responsible human being with their own stuff, why would you think they're gonna be responsible with you? If they're not responsible in their own life, why would you think they'll be responsible with you? Why would you think they'll care and love you if they're not responsible with their own life? Like if you go into their house, you know, I ain't gonna tell the story because it's about a homegirl, but if you go into their house and you look like the roaches is rolling dice.
I can't.
They rolling playing cards like the roaches playing rolling dice like? And playing spades in the house.
What they sound like?
Huh?
What they sound like? Hey, yo, I got that.
Yo, five.
I've never rolled dice in my life.
Ace Boogie around the refrigerator, told me he found some rice. So we gonna roll on the grain, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go into their house, they got a little drop of Minute Maid juice in the joint.
Good night. Okay.
They ain't even got no ice in the ice trays.
Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you forget.
Listen, see? So they ain't got no ice in the ice tray. No ice in the ice tray.
So now you got
go
ice
there,
in the ice
you gotta
tray
clean.
and you just irresponsible?
Listen, you walk into the house, you feel so because you feel like you gotta clean the cup before you drink out of it when it's already clean. You're supposed to just rinse out the cup. You
like the whole
cup.
soul.
You gotta clean the cup again because you like, I don't know her. You don't know this person's qualification levels.
Good night.
You gotta whoop, 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 whoop. Then you gotta watch how you sit down because y'all don't know if they got bed bugs on their joint. Like, you live like,
it's crazy.
Chances are they're not a responsible human being, right? If you go into their house and you lay on their bed, you know what I'm saying, and you came to the house 2 weeks later, it's the same sheets, chances are they're not a responsible human being. But guess what? You already laid up and played monkey with them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say to yourself, does this make sense? Not what you feel, but you have to out-of-body experience. Look around.
Yeah.
You know, what if it was a camera watching you? Look from that camera lens and be like, nah, that ain't right. That ain't right. Like, that ain't right. Like.
But that's all about like that. But that, I will say this, that, and it's going to sound crazy, but it also goes into like, so allowing an irresponsible person to come into your life and be irresponsible with you, like that is you making that decision. But in the case where you're saying like this person does not have their self together or whatever the case is, are they going to be irresponsible with you? It's not to say that they're always going to be irresponsible with you. They might just have a certain kind of way. Listen, I know it sounds crazy.
I didn't say nothing.
But they might have whatever type of OCD.
She was like, Corey, don't cut me off.
Because you know, y'all seen
I wasn't even saying nothing.
Seen him. So sometimes people have, no, for real, sometimes they have issues and mental disorders that, stop them from being able to do that. Or, whatever, does not mean that they will be irresponsible with you. Some people are, even though they're irresponsible with themselves, a lot of those people will put themselves last and the person that they're with first and above everything. Does it make sense? No.
I never said it makes sense. I ain't saying that.
That happens.
Spooky.
It is. But it's also, in loving yourself. Sometimes people don't love themselves enough to even take care of themselves. They don't think their self as worthy. So, but not, and that's all in what? You look like you about to say something.
I ain't saying nothing. Yo, why she so nervous?
So,
she acting like a mouse around peanut butter and jelly.
So, I don't think that would mean that they would be irresponsible with you.
So, I have a solution to all of this. I got a few solutions to all of this.
All right, what's the solutions?
Listen. A person's history can tell you if they're responsible or not. You know how you learn a person's history? Through courting them properly, through talking to them, through vetting them.
Okay.
You take it. When they invite you to house, take a swing at their house. Don't mean you gotta F them, but you go in there. You hit the bathroom, close the bathroom like you about to, piss it up. You like squat on it. If you're a dude, you like you about. But take a little swing in their medicine cabinet. Like, what's a turn off for me? And this is the truth. If I see a woman that she got her douche in the shower, that means her pH ain't right.
Why does she have a
I don't know why. I'm just saying, if you see that, bro, get out of there. Get out of there. You know what that means?
I will say that we should not be douching in 2022, 2023.
Fish.
No.
Fish. Like if you go in the bathroom, you smell a little seaport.
What?
Like pier number 2. Smell like a little salmon. Tuna. You gotta get out of here, bro. I'm just saying. And just like females.
Question.
Females. If you go into his bathroom and you see the dirty ring around the thing, get out of there. Why? Because he's a dude. He's only gonna take a shower for 10 minutes. And ain't nothing to rinse out the shower.
You know, let me. I was gonna give a story, and I'm like, that's for
I
another
can
time.
tell she got a few.
That's what.
Got a couple dirty rings.
No,
stories?
not dirty rings. I just remember like, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I was talking to this guy via a long time ago.
So I
was talking to this guy, getting to know him. I wasn't talking to him like, oh, we was, necking or nothing like that.
Not necking. What's necking?
Not necking, making out or whatever. And
I thought necking was this.
No, what kind?
I get some neck. That's what you say.
No, not necking. I did not mean necking. I meant like necking. That's old school for like kissing and shit. I'm not saying necking no more because anybody gonna be like, oh, Jen be necking people?
Facts.
No. Like, no. So
neck alert.
So imagine. Ooh, let's not even do that because I do not want to go viral for neck alert. Anyway, so so we're getting to know each other, whatever. We did not meet each other in person yet, right? We're just talking or whatever, FaceTiming.
Oh.
And like, I don't know what it is about like people who just like to FaceTime and
something in here.
everything. They don't like to FaceTime and everything. You want something to drink? I got something.
No.
No. So necking and like people who do FaceTime and everything.
Yeah.
But like even showering, they'll post it up. You can't see their body or whatever. They'll post up and they'll talk to you, whatever the case is.
I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of women do that now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, women and men.
Shower
and they're talking.
I can't do it. I can't focus on cleaning properly.
Like I'm like I don't want to talk to anybody while I'm cleaning my body.
I don't want to talk to nobody while I'm rubbing my
private spot or scrubbing.
It's
like a sacred thing, Like, but either way, so he goes into the shower. He's about to go to like an event, right? I didn't see any suds. The water turned on.
He did a white man bath? Oh, I'm sorry. That's racist. I'm sorry. But you know how I heard white people, no offense, y'all.
Suds.
No, but they just be having a bar with no cloth and they just be like,
that's just some. Like, I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to say I know a small percentage that use washcloth.
They better.
Like, I don't know. I didn't do a survey,
when I was
but
in
they
a
say
boot
a
camp,
lot of them don't.
A lot of them just be in there with the ball and they soap saying, I put it on my skin.
Lord. But either way.
I love y'all, people.
Dude,
I met some good people in the military.
He didn't have any, it was no suds. And then he was talking and then he just did something like that. Like, it didn't look like he cleaned between his butt cheeks, pores, but it's like, I know guys are funny about that, but you still have to be clean or whatever.
Yikes.
I ain't going back after that.
That was a little jab at you.
I know it was a job. I ignored it.
Oh, man. See, she's an empowering woman. She said, I'm ignoring the little fella.
It was just, but that's something also where it was just like, you don't clean yourself. I can't.
And you just deaded him off that? Why you didn't say nothing to him about it?
Because that's his business how he cleaned himself. I don't know how. That's his business how he cleaned his ass. Only ass I need to worry about cleaning is my own. So therefore, and everybody should be doing that. So therefore, clean your ass.
He failed the test because he didn't know how to wash up right.
Where was the suds?
Yo, when I take a shower, I be all setted up.
Like,
I look like Mr. Clean.
It wasn't even like, you know what, it'd be different if he actually, like, maybe he had I don't know, but I didn't even seen, whatever. Either way,
Yikers.
That's other ways of seeing how somebody is irresponsible. But here goes a question, though. What if you meet a girl, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, the vibe is good.
Boy.
She just makes you talking, she lighting a fire. She's doing it for you, right? Y'all talking. You bust the cheeks. It's the cooch is like B+, A+, right?
That's rare.
I know it's rare, so let's say B+.
Yeah.
B+ coochie.
B. Just say B.
No, I'm saying B+.
Cool.
B+, and it's great. She's been coming over here. And then, you finally go to her house. And mind you, at this point now, like, y'all kind of
look like, what's that movie?
And it's not bad, like you were saying.
Like Jumanji.
The roaches ain't rolling dice. It's just kind of this messy. You see some bills on the table.
She paying bills at least.
They're kind of late. You can notice or whatever that they're late.
It's not off.
You can see some like final notices. You see, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So, would you cut her off? Would you now be like, you would? What would you do?
I'll slow it down.
Like
I'll, try to see if she got her life on track. Maybe
Okay.
those might be old bills. I don't know. I mean, basically, I'm just gonna
What?
yeah, I'm gonna pull a trick move. I might just try to help her, not help her with her bills, but like try to help her focus.
Guide her.
Yeah. But I wouldn't take it serious as I was.
But then what if you guide her?
If she fixes the problems, yeah, that's totally different.
And that was my thing because it was sounding more of like you saying like this is how to avoid them. But I feel like there's some people that
helping hand stuff to get you in trouble though.
It can, right? But you see how you had the boundaries of like this is what I would do, and she would have to show this. That would be the way to deal with an irresponsible person.
Can I get spicy?
Wait, yes you can, but wait. That's how you would deal with an irresponsible person if it was to ever happen. But then if they don't show and prove, you would then have to,
remember, it takes two hands to wash the face. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What's your spiciness?
I hate this. I'm directing this towards women. And
Okay.
she can direct this towards men on her own.
Okay.
And we talked about this earlier. I hate when women give off the impression that she's interested when she's not. It's irresponsible, broad. Like, yo, you know the story I'm about to say.
I know. Go ahead, tell them.
I was at my party, right?
Then comment what y'all think about this. Go ahead.
I throw parties, right? So, I throw parties, man. My sister Jasmine's right in front of me. It's this joint eyeing me behind me for like mad long. So, I try to play it off like, this girl ain't looking at me. It's a whole party behind me. Like, what she be looking at me? I turn away. Another 10 minutes. I see she with a dude, right? So when the dude walk away, I waited like good 5 minutes. She still kept staring at me. So I'm just like, I look at her in the face. I said, and I didn't go to her. This is me. I'm saying this lip syncing. I said, why you keep looking at me? She said, no, you keep looking at me. And like the catty stuff women do. I said, nah, you really looking at me, right? So I'm like, after she said that, I thought she had an attitude not look at me no more. I was like, cool, I got that over with.
Yeah.
That stage of my life is done. Nope. I go talk to homeboy behind me, who's with Jasmine. Blah, blah, blah. I'm talking to him. I turn around. He tells me, Shorty looking at you again, bruh. I said, I know, man. So I looked at her. So I said, all right, I'm going to walk over there. Talk to her. We talking. So I say, so we going to sit here and say, you're not going to say you was looking at me. You're going to say I'm looking at you. So basically we looking at each other. Do you agree to that? She said, yes, I agree to that. So,
and that's all?
I don't know how she took it. It was a loud party, man. I'm just making it a little spicy, But look, so I was like, let me get your number. We talked for like 5 seconds. I was like, you here with a dude, so let me get your number. I don't want to, interrupt your flow.
Yeah.
So that's my friend. I was like, oh, it's irrelevant. That's what I said in my head. But these girls be lying. So I'm like, all right, so give me got her number. I said, you want me to give you a hug? She said, you better give me a hug. I was like, oh, whoa.
Wow.
So I gave her a hug, texting her. All of a sudden, it's like the energy just changed. Mm-hmm. It went from, sure, you was interested in me.
Yeah.
Now I'm talking to you, and you're not interested. I'm like, boo, you was paying attention to me.
Yeah.
I just got tired of you grilling me. You grilling me like a burger.
Good night.
I feel like I got lines on me, like charcoal grind lines to a dude. So, we texting, I asked her, so she said she do poetry. I do poetry. So I was just like, all right, let me see something. She said, go on my Instagram. That shit turned me off. I was like, I could... That joint pissed me off. I'm like, I don't be comfortable enough to send my stuff to people. You know that.
Yeah, basically.
So for me to be like, you got something, I'll send you mine.
Yeah.
She just brushed me off and says on Instagram, like, she's hot shit. So I'm like, okay. And then on top of that, I look at her Instagram. She got 2 kids. She's under 30.
Yeah. Damn.
And I'm just sitting here like, I'm single with no kids, living my own. Mm-hmm. And she's making it seem as though like, I'm just like, you know what? This is why I can't mess with these girls.
So you feel she's irresponsible?
Not irresponsible, just like show the same interest you show me in the party. I ain't say, just give me what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Because she could have told me, no, you don't have to have my number. I'd have been like, all right, cool. Went back to my life. I feel like I know I'm pointing towards women, but men do it too. Like, we act interested when we're not interested. I'm saying, if you're really interested in a person, act interested because it's irresponsible on you. Because this person could be like, Like, I ain't even gonna lie. She's very pretty in the face.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's very pretty in the face. Like, I was like, all right.
So, my question is, although I get that it's the other irresponsible part. So I'm gonna put myself in a situation.
Okay.
So like, if it's a guy trying to holler at me or whatever the case is, and he's, you know, giving me the vibe or whatever, he's sweating me at the party, like whatever the case is, we switch numbers, and the texting. Matter of fact, perfect example: tall, dark, and handsome. Switch the numbers. He was all, you know, he was all about the kid at the moment or whatever the case is, interested or whatnot. Then we start texting.
Oh man, I already know this.
And like, he's just not like
same way
responsive. You get what I'm saying? So either way, whatever. It went from I went from like no text at all. Then all of a sudden it was like, oh, I'm gonna call you on like FaceTime or whatever. Cool. I couldn't pick up. Called him back. He didn't pick up. So I was like, all right, maybe it was a mistake. Whatever. Next day, text like, oh, I called you, love. Then he sent me a picture. But I'm busy at the moment, so I didn't see it when he sent it. So then after the pic, he goes, oh, where's my pic at? Which I hate. I don't know what it is, females. Please comment and let me know if this annoys you also. I hate when like we're texting, there is no conversation, and then it's like, oh, send me a pic. Then what? Why? At least front it off, and this is a side. At least front it off like, oh, I need a save for your contact. What the fuck do you want a picture for? All right, let me calm down. Anyway, so I said,
it's one of these things that's not that serious.
It kind of is the same. It's not. Let me finish. So
showing interest in the picture is totally different things.
There's no kind of conversation. Oh, send me a pic. What kind of boy? Bye. Anyway, the vibe wasn't the same. Then he asked me for a pic again. And then I finally was like, oh, I have a whole bunch of pictures on Instagram. Follow me. My name is Misbehavior. Because that shit had turned me off. But what I'm saying is, had I like thought like, oh, this is going to go more, whatever the case is, or that you should be doing the same thing, or you should be doing this or whatever the case is, isn't that me putting an expectation on somebody I did not know? So is that not me being irresponsible as well? Because it's kind of like you don't know this person. So therefore, you can't really put the expectation.
I can't really, because you show interest by hitting him back.
Yeah, but he was the one that initiated, just like Shorty.
He did initiate.
You get what I'm saying?
He did call you. He did text you. Just that he wasn't doing it in May.
Dead. It was not the same. You get what I mean? So for me to think like, oh, this is
a future topic we should do about
what?
How to properly show interest in a person.
But what if that's not the intention? What if the intention? Because you know what I took that as? I said maybe when he saw me, he was like, I'm about to take this big girl down. You get what I'm saying? And thought that it was going to happen like that night, tonight. Like,
I think guys don't.
Who knows?
Guys don't think like guys think by the numbers. So we shoot enough shots, one gonna hit.
I don't know.
So, you know,
you never know.
This is a very good topic. Honestly speaking, I think we could do this topic again. If y'all like this topic, let us know.
And what do y'all think about? What do you think about this? Is somebody irresponsible if they're dating somebody irresponsible? In this kind of situation, when you're meeting somebody, who's the irresponsible party? The one that's leading somebody on, or the other person that's actually having expectation for this person?
Or y'all already in something and they not measuring up to the things they said they could do.
What do you do?
Or you just fuck with a jive turkey. Shorty, you fuck with a jive turkey.
Jive turkey.
Some bit, you know what I mean? So,
speaking of jive turkey,
let me get into this next one, Mark.
I was just about to say, speaking of jive turkey.
Jive turkey. What is the point of being relevant if you're not trying to be there?
Okay.
Start it up, girlfriend.
Listen, I think I'm gonna say my first one.
What's this?
It's like, get ready. I'm not doing this because that's Wendy, but get ready.
I hate Wendy.
I don't really care.
She look like a poodle mixed with a Pomeranian.
Stop it.
What?
So,
I could cut her ass for free. She don't even have to pay me to cut her ass.
Good night. So
I could just do a YouTube, just cutting her ass.
I believe it.
But she's weird.
I believe
she
people.
Like E.T.
Yeah,
good. She like E.T. with a wig. She don't like E.T. with a wig.
I'm not gonna do that.
You ever seen a blonde wig or E.T.?
You're not going to take me to hell with you. Okay?
She's not dead though.
Listen, She's not. But I ain't finna talk about
You
nobody.
see how bad she talk about people?
I don't care what she do with her life. That's between her and her God.
Wendy Williams, why would your mama name you WW? Only thing missing is the E. Because she like she's a wrestler.
Okay. Good night. I'm so bad.
She look like she clothesline niggas.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm sorry, I hate her. Like, Cindy's the only one I hate her. I don't know her, but I hate her. You know why I hate her? Yo, she's like one of those people. I can feel her breath through the TV.
Oh my goodness. Isn't she? I don't even know if she's sick right now. Please don't stop.
She is sick?
I don't know.
I'm sick of her.
Okay. All right.
I'm done. That was my moment.
People who be striving to be mad relevant in your life and they don't want to be there.
Like
my
Wendy
first
Williams.
point is that F girl, F boy syndrome. You still at it? F boy, F girl syndrome. Fuck boy, fuck girl syndrome.
You think that?
That's part of it. Sometimes, and I say this, I mean, on my whole,
Tell me your theory on this.
hold on, before I do, I will say this before my theory. I've always said, I'm gonna say fuck boys because you know I never
F boys.
F boys because I never dealt with an F girl before.
You got F girlfriends?
I do have F girlfriends, and
You deal with them as friends.
I think meaning I'm talking about personal, like on some like
relationship
dealing with. This is how my theory started, and then it went on to F girls. F boys and
Facts.
F girls have nothing to lose. So when I mean nothing to lose, it's like, and I'm gonna say F boys. Boom. I'll give you an example. Out of nowhere, hey stranger, how are you? I miss you. How's the fam? How's this? Da, da, da.
Oh,
and then, right, you know, dang girl, you still ain't give me a chance.
Can I say something to you real quick? I want to cut you. I'm not trying to get in. Do you know why I didn't like this topic?
Why?
Because I just remember why I hated this topic. Because I feel like I'm talking about.
Try not to. Try not to.
Yeah, keep going.
Hey girl, when you gonna let me take you out? And then, poof, disappears into the sunset. And then, maybe like 3 weeks later, hey girl,
I've done this though. I ain't gonna lie.
what you doing? And you say, oh, nothing. Poof, into the sunrise. That's the whole conversation. Then like 6 months later, hey stranger.
Well,
They have no, and I'm telling you, F boys, they will be, it'll be 10 years later, you married. Hey girl, your husband treating you right? He better be treating you good. What the, nigga, what? Why are you like, and I'm not, yo, they have nothing to lose. When it comes to it, there is no pride, there is no fun, there's no type of rhyme. The only reason is to see if they still have access and they get like a little dopamine hit.
Or they can still hit. Like, see if they can still hit it once in a while.
That too,
Yeah.
but some of them don't even care to hit. That's the crazy part. Some they do, they don't, but they have a whole line. Not all of them. Majority of the time, F boys have like a lineup of females that they hit in a certain order. F girls, I say we're kind of different, but I'm not an F girl.
She got moments.
But there's, I got a little bit of
Everybody got a little bit of that.
Everybody got a little bit of something in them. It goes back to that whole toxicity we was talking about. Because this is toxic. And F girls is the same way. We going to hit them like, hey, we don't got to do much. We don't have to say much either. It's not to say that we're going to hit. Sometimes we do it it's different. We're not looking for the sex sometimes. It's more of attention.
So, I can speak now, right?
Go ahead.
I have nothing to say about what you said. I'm not fighting none of that shit. This is one time she got me dead to right. Because I'm like, I've done all this shit before. And I'm just like, yo, man, she does it to me. Why can't I do it back to her? We just effing boying each other.
Basically.
F girl, F. All right, so look. People love the idea that they think they can get to you.
Yeah.
And
speak it.
Whenever they choose to, they feel like it hit you up. Like, because they feel like, so like, I don't want to talk about none of I feel like.
Go ahead, just go.
I can't.
But talk about another scenario.
All right, so like you.
Hypothetical.
I can't. There's so many. So like.
Pick one.
All right. Nah, I ain't doing that. So look, you got some that hit you up sporadically, and you got some that hit you up like a tick on a tock. Okay. Like they hit you up like a tick. You like, I ain't speak to them in like something amount of days, and all of a sudden you hit the boop, boom, there it is. Told you, there it is. Now, I understand they want to still be relevant or they really care about you and all of that. But to me, this is my thing, right? Keep it honest with your person.
Basically.
Let people know what your intentions are. You just want to know. You just want to boogie, woogie, woogie in the night? No. Like, you want to know if the person's all right. Like, the thing that kills me is like, it's like there's no way me to not going around it. So I'm going to say, look. So, here's one thing I hate when women do. They text you good morning. And they don't even say, hey, how you doing? So they want you to drive the conversation that they initiated.
Yeah.
So they write good morning, you write good morning. What happens after that? There's no. So me, I was raised with manners. It's like you. I'm raised with manners. I'm raised with manners. So like if you say good morning, I'm gonna say good morning, how are you? Not because I really care to know how you are.
It's just you have
manners.
That's the Caribbean in you.
No, I think that's my family. Period. Either side. So check it. To me, this is where this stuff starts from. Yeah. Like now you just texting me. So you texting me good morning for what? What is that doing for me right now? Are you texting to see how I'm doing? How about say good morning? How are you doing?
Yeah.
And then as you saying how you doing, they say how, they talk, then they ask you how you doing. You're like, all right, now the conversation's dead again. Yeah. You started this a conversation. Now I'm the one pushing it. You're the initiator. I'm causing all the action. I don't get this. I'm lost. So you know me, I got time to kill. Yeah. So I'd be like, so how's your family? How's this? All of a sudden you get paragraphs. So my thing is,
ooh, I got a response to that.
So my thing is, right, the people that does this, I don't have a problem doing that. And I'm sure you don't have a problem doing that. Nah. But it's the principle of if you hitting me up to stay relevant, or give me some sauce on the relevance. Like, don't give me a dry hot dog. Put some ketchup, mustard on it, some relish, some onions.
Sauerkraut.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Sauerkraut.
You out here just giving me pause. You just out here just giving me footage with nothing on it.
You a glizzy.
You just give me a glizzy with no bun. You eat the glizzy with the bun, boo. I want the bun. Glizzy. I want the bun.
Good ain't.
You gonna give me the glizzy without the bun?
Good.
Pause, man. What kind of shit we on right now? And I mean pause in a friendly way. So I'm saying, what's going on here, man? So for me, it's like, if you on that type of time, just keep it real about it. Just be honest about it. Like another joint. Oh man, when I say I got stories, I got stories. I had a whole joint that damn. Yeah. So I got a whole joint that, kit and caboodle that.
Hypothetically.
No, allegedly. I closed the deal, signed the contract. All of a sudden, I ain't see the contract in 2 years.
Sale, delivered.
I ain't see the contract in 2 years. Hit me up on this, that, yo. I didn't even know we was on this or that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. So we talking. I said, so I ain't hear from you. Well, I ain't hear the contract in 2 years.
Yeah.
They just ignored the comment.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I know where this is going. So hit me up. My birthday just passed, y'all. Happy birthday, Courtney.
Happy birthday, my birthday to
so you know, if you see this recording, it might be February. Hey, life sucks.
But you can still put happy birthday in the comments.
Say happy birthday in the comments.
Happy birthday, C.
So look. So like, she hit me up. You know what's one thing? It's like, I always leave a good first impression. Anytime I hit it one time or a couple of times, I leave a good impression. If I didn't leave a good impression with you,
I know that's right.
Listen. If I never, and I'm saying this about one girl. I'm saying this about one girl right now. That's how blunt I am. if I didn't put effort in smashing you,
champion lover,
because you thought you was something special, and you really wasn't. You really wasn't. So like, if I meet a girl and I go, first time I have sex, I usually put on the confetti, but I don't be going down, but I go down. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You get down.
The stamina's ridiculous.
You get down.
So my thing is,
wow.
So
champion lover.
she got this bullshit. So look, to wrap this up.
Wait.
I'm saying I'm not wrapping up the topic.
Okay,
I'm saying I'm wrapping up. Like, to wrap up my point, I'm just saying, like, people hit you up at their convenience. Shorty's in my ear for 2 years. I asked her the question, where you been? She ignores it. See, I'm coming up straight up. I'm being real about it. So every time she hit me up, I just be boop, boop, boop. Short, sweet, simple. Yeah. Same thing for the other one. The other ones with an S.
Okay.
Like, if they hit me up, I just keep it short and sweet. But I'm the type of person, I have manners. Huh?
I said multiple.
Yeah, I have manners. So, like, if you hit me up, I'm going to talk to you I'm gonna talk to you correctly because I was taught with manners. Like, just because,
which makes sense.
Listen. I treat all human beings with respect, but you treat joints like joints. You treat classy ladies. You give them the classy lady treatment. If you want to be a ratchet girl, I'm gonna give you the ratchet girl treatment. Ratchet girl treatment might be BBQs, Waffle House, Golden Corral. What's the White Castles out of town? Crystals. You're going to get that type of love. You know what I'm saying? But if you a classy girl, you might get Ruth Chris. You might get... Because that's how the way you presented yourself to me. Right? If I know you a party chick, I'm just going to do parties with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you presented yourself as. Now, all of a sudden, you want to try to get out of your class. I was laughing at you. Because now you're trying to upgrade. No. I'm not going to be the guy to upgrade you. And neither should be the next guy. You should be already on that time. From jump.
Well, your point kind of led to
a whole lot of shit.
Well, it did, but it still stayed. My point of why people sometimes strive to be relevant in your life, but they're not trying to be there, is because they're energy vampires. And our energy vampires. That's what I call them.
Explain that what that means.
So a vampire, think about it. What does a vampire do? Sucks. Sucks, right? Candy rain, but it's an end. They suck energy out of you. So these usually look like people who hit you up when they're stressed, when they're going through it, and that's the only time they hit you up. They don't hit you up to see how you doing. They don't hit you up to genuinely care about you. It's more of, I need to unburden my life onto your shoulders. And because you are so, your energy is so vibrant, or your energy is so, it's light, or whatever the case is, let me come and let me suck some of this because I feel horrible. And what ends up happening is now you have all of this on your shoulders, and now your light is kind of dimmed as well. And what that usually you'll realize, not for real, you'll realize that you're tired, you're annoyed, you're stressed, and you don't even know why. I remember one time, I remember calling you, it was a whole day, and this was during the pandemic. It was a whole day. I had two friends and an associate hit me up back to back to back. I didn't even realize it. The first one, she was bawling about the pandemic and how everything was going on or whatever. Mind you, I was working home at the time. She was bawling about how everything is horrible. The next one, she was bawling, and of course, I'm giving encouraging words or whatever the case is, encouraging words, and trying to help them through it, whatever the case is. So the first conversation was an hour and some change. The next one was an hour and some change. The third one knocked me down because it was my friend was yo, I almost tried to unalive myself a couple of weeks ago, and it was back to back. And by the time I called you, I don't know if you remember, I remember being on the phone yo, I don't understand why I just feel heavy. And the user's yo, you just talk to all these, and it's that people sometimes come to you, especially when you're I say the therapist of
She's a therapist, y'all.
You're the therapist of your friend group, or you become this person. And I totally understand helping people, but there are people who really don't care about you and only want to come around you to just suck your energy because they feel horrible. and they just want to.
And you're never look like you're horrible. You look like you're always okay. Like you don't have a life. Like you don't got problems. Like you don't got shit.
Basically, you know what I mean. And some of these real energy vampires are like people who always want you to be available to them. And if you're not, they try to put a guilt trip on you to make you feel bad that you're not available. How dare you not do this? Or they make you feel horrible for not wanting to go out of your way to appease them. I remember, and I'm going to say this. Sometimes I'll say unintentionally, we all can do that and not realize it because of whatever you're going through. Maybe you're going through a depression in your life or stress or whatever the case is, and you might have somebody that's like a security blanket. So we all tend to do it. I remember one of my friends, like, I was heavy in my school and work and just trying to build like businesses and all this other stuff or whatever the case is. And I remember telling her like, yo, like I'm not gonna be around. This is what I gotta do. She needed something done. I didn't schedule it correctly with like my homework or whatever. Mm-hmm. And when time came and I was trying to now work around my lateness and what they needed, and I was like, all right, how much time you? Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much time it is. You just need to get here. Mind you, on top of that, it was like big moving. It wasn't like small moving. It was like we had to put stuff together. I remember being like, all right, so what we doing about lunch and dinner? Oh, every man for themselves. So you want me to come here and do free labor? I'm gonna just say this. I'm not gonna say that. You want me to come here and do a free labor? You want me to forget about my life? You don't want me to even work on like you just need to come here. That's it. Don't ask me no questions. Just.
And what did you say after you said all that?
What did I say?
Yeah.
I said, oh okay.
I meant to miss that.
I said, oh okay.
And what you do?
I ain't sure. I called.
And she felt the way, right?
And as I said, sorry, but I didn't schedule this colleague, but I can. I got this to do. I got, you have your own stuff.
It's not beneficial to you.
And they ended up feeling away, and then of course they didn't take any accountability. I just agreed to disagree because I'm not gonna go back and forth. But sometimes your friends and sometimes your families or whatever the cases could do this. You get what I'm saying?
We had the conversation.
Yeah, but the thing is. So agree to disagree. We do not agree on that alone.
Let's let that.
But that'll be another conversation for another day. But either way, energy vampires, and sometimes they'll just be around just because they know your light, just because they want you.
So let me say this, right?
And that's what what you said. That's what it sounded like. You are somebody that kind of,
harbor of other people's emotions.
Not only that, but
it messed my life up.
He is also kind of a therapist,
I am. Yeah.
So therefore he'll talk and he'll give you guidance, and some people are not used to that.
Listen, I had a whole homegirl. I'm so happy she cut me off because all she ever did was complain about her life. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'm so happy she cut me off. Like, girlfriend, I don't know if you know who you are, but you didn't do me no favors. You didn't do yourself any favors. You did me the favor because you wasn't a beneficial friend. So
good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Okay. All right.
Day. See ya. See ya.
What else?
Can you do the gay shit? Like,
a big one. I don't know how to.
Bye, bitch.
It's not gay. Let's just say feminine.
I can't do it. So look, this is my two last points because they're really simple things. So people want their cake and eat it too.
Oh yeah.
So people want to be a
big time. That's a good one. Real talk.
People want to get at you when they feel like getting at you, but then they can leave you when they feel like leaving you.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes you gotta close the book on them dudes.
I will say something though, even though I definitely agree with what you're saying, I hate that saying. Because if I have cake, I want to eat it.
Cool. So, straight up, people are selfish and fucked up individuals.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, basically.
Why? I don't know why. Because you know why?
They just are.
Sometimes I have to pee so bad, so I piss by a car. And then the person, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you really got to, like, I'm a man. I really got to pee.
Yeah.
I know I have to stop the car and pee somewhere. I piss, and it might hit somebody's door. And then guess what happened? They brush up on the door like, damn, I got piss on me. I'm that fucked up dude sometimes. We all do fucked up shit. I don't mean to do it. I don't mean to do it, bro. God. I apologize to any car that got pissed on in Eastern York, Brooklyn. I apologize. I ain't mean to do it, bro. But, and I mean that just saying that you do stuff unawarely the outcomes to other people.
Yeah, basically.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're all guilty of doing that.
You know what I'm saying? So like, we all are fucked up individuals and selfish at times. And don't confuse selfishness. Somebody that's selfish, somebody that's narcissist.
Yeah.
Please.
Two
A
different
narcissist
things.
is like Donald Trump. And a lot of motherfuckers got the same balls as Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello.
My
That's
last
my
one
points.
is people be bored. They just be bored and want to waste your time. They bored, they want to call. They would just, hey, and don't really have any type of, I mean, I think everybody does it in some type of way or fashion, be it with friends, be it with somebody you dating, but you really don't really care about them or whatever the case is.
Ugh.
Or like really, or like they just serve a purpose. You know, I'm bored. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but that's different. Because you actually care about them to do that with them.
some of them, some people don't. Some people just be bored and just be like, oh, okay.
Sometimes, I love Ace Ventura. You know why? Pet Detective?
Yeah, why?
Sometimes you say Chicago.
Good night. Good.
It just makes me
night.
feel good. It's like just release, like saying the word bitch. I don't care what anybody say.
Here we
I
go
tell her
again.
this all the time.
Here we go again.
That shit gives me, it just takes off stress. I'm not even talking about a person. Because I think BITCH represents some men and some women.
Yeah.
So me saying, it's like Too Short. There's a reason why I like Too Short. Because he said, bitch. That shit just make me feel good.
So
Hearing him say it makes me feel good.
Okay.
So sometimes, look, people, I want y'all to be in the comments and say bitch.
Do not do that.
Don't do that. I'm just joking.
Like, what?
That's a joke. That is a joke. I'm joking.
So do
Ha
that.
ha ha. It's funny. But I'm happy I came to today's show.
Definitely.
We got another one coming soon.
We definitely do. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe.
And like.
Please share.
And like.
You know, comment on the post.
And like.
Definitely. And tell us what you think about this stuff. Have you ever dealt with somebody that just be popping up and really they ain't trying to be in your life? Have you ever dealt with an irresponsible person like we said? Do you like to say Chicago or the B word? Like
Or fuck boy, fuck girl. You know your shit.
F girl,
your stuff.
F. You know, what do you think about the F girl, F boy theory that I have? And what are your experiences? Definitely tell us.
It's called the F People Society.
F People Society. FPS.
Yikes.
FPS. That's what they are. I'm not gonna lie though. They be fun. So.
Listen, I want y'all to have a blessed holidays. We were filming this a couple days before New Year's.
Ooh, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. My
Happy
birthday
New
just passed.
Year.
I got me some cheesecake.
I hope that
My sister made. I'm about to take me a pipe.
I'm trying to get me a slither of that. I'm trying to eat the cake too.
You
nasty.
see? You want to eat the cake?
Not eat the cake. Eat the
I mean,
cake.
you still be touching.
I still touch booty. Like
Cook the cookies.
I'm not doing this. I'm just holding.
Later, y'all. Love you.
Your booty.